Hey, I thought I'd do a little guitar lesson. Good day to everybody. This is a little lesson kind of based on pentatonic minors, but not exactly. So, sort of following root notes to create little lead lines that you can do. So for this lesson, it would be good to know some of your root note areas, like G, G, C, C, D, D. And it'd be good to know some pentatonic minors. In this case, the E minor scale with our position 2 here, our position 3, and we might play down here in position 1 too. So in the loop machine, I just have a 1-4-5, which is just a great thing to play off of anytime. So I got G, C, D. So if you don't know any scales and you just need to come up with just like a little bit of a lead line, you can just sort of follow root notes like a bass player. So if the 1-4-5 is G, C, D, find a nice G there, and a C, and a D, and a G again, right? So that's the 1-4-5. So I'm hitting the D string on the 5th, G string on the 5th, G string on the 7th, and then back to the G. And then there's another G here that we can use. So let's use this as our G. So right here we're on the G string 12th fret, and then B string 13th, and then 15th, and back to the G. And then I might mix in with these just some sort of standard pentatonic minor stuff. So hang on. Alright, so there's the little thing. There's G, C, D. Back to the G. So here we go. Here's my G right here. There's the C. Simple, but it's not going to mess anything up. Now, two of those notes are in the E minor pentatonic, so this one is, and then the D is here, but this C is not in the scale, in the pentatonic minor scale, but it does work in this case. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was you can start to jazz it up a little bit if you keep hitting the root notes, but then after you hit the root note, you start to do a little lick in the scale. So you're still tapping those root notes. But you're now, after you tap the root note, you're starting to mess around in the scale. So let's see what that looks like. Wait to come around again. Alright, so here's my G. Now I'm just going to do a lick. There's my C, another lick. There's the D. Back to that G, right? So G, a little lick. C, a little lick. D, and a little lick. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is just hit those root notes, then I'm just going to goof around in the scale. But I'm going to try to come back. I'm going to try to come back in on the D and catch back up with the root notes on the D. So I'll hit the G. Now I'll goof around. I'm going to come in the C. So now I'm going to totally goof around and hit that D. Okay, so that way you're just kind of tapping those root notes. Now I'll just goof around and then come back to the root notes. So I won't even pay any attention to root notes in the beginning here, and then I will come back. So here I'm in position 1, pentatonic minor. Now I'm back. So that's just a little way that you can just make sure you're kind of playing along with the rhythm and the rest of the song, and have like a touchstone of some root notes. But you can also just goof around in the scales, but it does sort of help you to stay grounded. Hope that's helpful. If you want to learn anything from me, hit me up. I do Zoom lessons, FaceTime lessons if you live in Colorado, maybe in person.